Iran stands firm, preparing to counter growing threats from the United States and Israel as it pushes to unite its axis of resistance network through a newly proposed Pact of Resistance. The National Security and Foreign Policy Commission of Iran's parliament is drafting legislation aimed at bolstering military and economic cooperation among key regional players, including Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, according to reports from Tasnim news agency. This initiative underscores Tehran's commitment to a coordinated defense strategy, ensuring mutual support in response to any US or Israeli aggression. Israel's UN ambassador recently warned that the country remains engaged on multiple fronts, promising a decisive response to Iran's missile attacks.
We continue to fight in multiple fronts. We are deploying all necessary capabilities against our enemies, both in defense and offense. And I can tell Iran and their proxies, they should know, we will decide when and where, but there will be a response. There will be a response. We will ensure that all those who seek to destroy us will pay the price for their actions.
In response, Iran's foreign minister issued a stern warning to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, asserting that any attack on Iran would result in an even more powerful counterstrike.
We advise the Zionist regime not to test the willpower of the Islamic Republic of Iran. If any attack is carried out against our country, our response will be more powerful than before. Iran's policy is to support the resistance, and this will not change.
The urgency behind Iran's proposed pact stems from Israel's recent military campaign targeting Iranian-aligned forces. A string of devastating strikes, including the assassination of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, has heightened tensions across the region. These Israeli actions have not only undermined Iran's influence, but provoked a significant military response from Tehran. Iran launched its largest ever missile barrage on Israeli military installations, marking a dramatic escalation in the conflict. In a show of force, Iran fired nearly 200 ballistic missiles toward Israel on Tuesday night. While Israeli defense forces reported intercepting most of the missiles, several managed to hit central and southern Israel. In retaliation, Israel intensified airstrikes, bombarding southern Beirut and northern Gaza in a bid to neutralize Iran-aligned militants. Israel continues its offensive against Hamas in Gaza, nearly a year after the Iran-backed group's October 7th attack. Marking the anniversary of that assault, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to keep fighting until all war objectives are met.
Since that dark day, we have been fighting a war for our very existence, the war of resurrection. We will finish this war when we achieve all our goals, collapsing Hamas's rule, bringing home all our hostages, and eliminating any future threat from Gaza. We will return the residents of our south and north to their homes safely.
Meanwhile, Israel has opened a new front against Hezbollah in Lebanon, with ongoing exchanges of fire along the border. The conflict's expansion has led Israel to strike Hezbollah positions, launching airstrikes in Beirut's southern suburbs, and for the first time, a Palestinian refugee camp in northern Lebanon. Tens of thousands of people, including Palestinian refugees, are fleeing the widening conflict.